Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Real Talks, where we invite industry leaders, business owners, entrepreneurs, people who are making waves in their respective industries. And today we have someone very exciting with us. She has a very interesting job, which I'm very, very excited to share with y'all. Okay, so maybe I will just skip this part and just let her describe what she does exactly. All right. So can we introduce April?
Nice to meet you.
So, April, so why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do? You have a very, very interesting role, and I think our audience would love to find out
Is
more.
it?
Yes.
I mean, hi, my name is April. I actually am a full-time interpreter and MC while doing marketing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm doing everything all at once. But people know me more as an interpreter or the host on the stage beside all the celebrities. Ta-da-da.
Actually, I think you're being quite modest because actually when I was doing research on this segment, I thought you are like a celebrity interpreter. And when I mean celebrity interpreter, I'm not meaning interpreter for celebrities. I mean like there's celebrity chefs, famous chefs. You are like the famous interpreter. So you got to give
Wow.
yourself more credit and share a bit more about that part.
Thank you so much. I don't know how to say, but thank you so much. I'm learning how to accept the compliments, so thank you. Yeah, I mean, I still feel more like an interpreter for the Korean people usually.
Maybe for the context of the of our audience, right? Why don't we share a little bit about who you have interpreted for, right? So because if you say it's like interpreter, it's like, but when you really know what kind of who she interpreted for, you'll be all of y'all will go, wow, I'm quite certain about that. So maybe I just throw
Yeah,
some.
throw some names. How
Okay,
about we
I'll,
say
I'll start with my personal bias, all right?
Ooh.
So I like Jisoo from Blackpink. So
From
yes,
Blackpink.
have you interpreted for her before?
Yeah, yes. When she came
Okay.
down for her latest album, you
Oh,
remember,
okay,
like
yeah.
when she came to Singapore for the pop-up, I was her host and
Uh-huh.
slightly interpreter. Yeah,
Okay.
she's
Um,
gorgeous
I know.
and very
That's
kind.
that's why
Very
that's
nice.
why she's my bias. Another person, Karina.
No,
No.
actually, when Aespa came to Singapore,
Okay.
I think I was in America.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so I wasn't able to. But
Next time.
were you
Don't worry.
there for their concert?
No, I wasn't.
What?
I will improve.
What's the point of bias if
No,
you're not
no.
going to concert?
So the thing is, it's very hard to get tickets, all right? So
Okay, fine,
I'll
fine,
try
fine,
harder. I'll
fine.
try harder.
Okay,
But I
cool.
got the phone. I got the phone now to zoom in for that.
Ah, okay,
Yes, yes.
cool.
Maybe one more for our fans. Let's go with an OG. Taeyeon.
Hell yeah.
Yes, of
Oh,
course. Right?
am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
She's my bias too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so
She's the OG, right?
she
one
was
of
the reason that I became a show interpreter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Why? How come?
so my first ever concert. Who was your first concert in your life?
Quite recent, actually. Most of them, I
Are you
follow
that
them.
busy?
It's-
Hardworking, man.
It's quite hard to get tickets to a concert.
Okay, that's
and
true.
I'm not the. Okay, I love K-pop culture. I listen to them, but I'm not the kind who will queue in front of my computer.
Yeah,
Yeah. So my last concert was Taylor Swift. So yeah, but I got tickets from
That's
somewhere.
atas, man.
If not, it's really very hard for me to yeah. So I missed the Blackpink one. So I'm like, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so
Yeah.
you got the Taylor Swift, but you couldn't get the Blackpink.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Anyway, my first
So,
concert
yeah.
was Taeyeon's concert in
Okay.
Singapore in 2019,
Okay.
right before the COVID, and that's when I realized that there is a person called show interpreter.
Okay.
Because in Korea we don't need an interpreter, right? So I was like, oh my god, I can work with Taeyeon if I can interpret. And at the time I was doing there was some opportunity to do some interpretation job as a part-timer in
Okay.
our university, SNU. So I was like, oh, maybe if I continue somehow, maybe I can connect these two dots where
Okay.
one day I can be a show interpreter. You know, like you don't know how, but you dream about it. Then COVID happened, nothing happened throughout the time. And in 2023-ish, you know, like Korean Association had a volunteer work, and I volunteered to be the interpreter for one of the VIP. And the audience really liked my interpretation and gave me a name card, and I got connected to the show interpretation. And referral. I interpreted for Taeyeon.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then after that, then concerts just people kept looking for you.
Fortunately, yeah. Fortunately, I was very fortunate enough to get the opportunity.
I must say that what you did with this whole interpreter job is quite amazing because like I mean like what you mentioned, not many people know about such a job. And number two is that this job is kind of an invisible job, right? I mean, sometimes most of the time they don't even see it. But I think you are the few, that's why I call you the celebrity interpreter, because you're the few that made this role into, like, now you have your own fan base. Yes, have you checked out your Instagram followers?
I mean, I'm grateful, but like
There are artists who have their own following but you are the first interpreter that I see that have her own following.
I'm grateful. Thank you guys.
So yeah, how do you make this invisible role into your personal brand or something?
Honestly, it's really purely out of luck. You know, like when something good happened and you only get to understand why it happened by looking it back. But for my case, even when I look back, I just don't know how it happened. It just happened and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so lucky. So for example, what happened is that, like you said, all the interpreters are behind the scene.
Yeah.
It's really like hard to...
They don't get called out. They don't get
we don't get
spoken
called
to.
out. We don't get to introduce ourselves. And then due to NDA, we're honestly not allowed to even like post things behind the scene. So, wait, let me think. Hold on.
How do you make this invisible?
How did I get recognized?
Because there's a lot of people in their jobs, in their work, right? I thought that was quite interesting to find out this part of your story, because there's a lot of people like, oh, I'm just doing a small part behind the scene. I'm doing the invisible role. There's no need for personal branding and things like that. But you, on the other hand, took the definition of they can't even see your face, but end up it became such a huge thing that like you had IU calling you out, speaking to you and things like that. Like, how do you do it?
Now you're like throwing the key points to me. It kind of reminds me of like, not every interpretation is behind the scene.
Okay.
Some of the interpretation, you are on the stage with the artist, and that is like one of the rare moments where people actually get to see the interpreter's face. And I did have those moments.
Okay.
For example, like when I interpreted for it's usually for the fan meeting. When I'm interpreting for the fan meeting, I'm usually on the stage. That's when people get to know, like, oh, you're the face of the boys. So I had small people who kind of start to recognize me.
Okay.
But like you mentioned, the biggest boom moment was when IU introduced my name on the stage throughout the concert. That never happened before, unless the artist become very like shocked positively about my performance and they will ask my name on the stage.
I see.
Like there were moments like that, but that is unofficial and very brief and quick because number one rule as a show interpreter is that don't show yourself too much because we're there to interpret.
Facilitate,
We're there not even facilitate. We're there to follow. We're
okay.
there to follow the audience. We're there to follow the artist. So even if they ask the question, sometimes in me, there's a big hesitance of like, should I answer?
I see.
You know, like
you will keep interpreting the questions that they ask you, but you don't really answer the question unless they keep pressing for it.
Yeah, because that's what interpreters are. We are supposed to be part of the show, not someone who protrude to like come out. So I was at first very worried about all these like small moments, even though I was very happy. But I was like, is it okay? Is it okay? I was like always hesitant. Like, is it okay? Can I answer? Can I even say this? What is going on? Why are they calling my name? You know? But after IU called out and introduced me as officially an interpreter for her, people start to know my name. They start to put name on my voice. And it was really fortunate because right after IU introduced me as an interpreter, CM Blue happened. So it was like a week after, which is why I felt like the synergy was bigger. And that's the reason why now people know me more. Because that really went viral. Viral to the moment that Yonghwa from CM Blue or the CM Blue themselves in the YouTube, they saw the clip and then did a like reaction video. I was like, that's crazy. So come to the question of like my personal brand or everything. I never intended. None of this was intended. When I first created a content, I think it was Taeyeon's content, was because Taeyeon was my goal. She was the reason that I became a show interpreter. And because she complimented my interpretation, she liked it. And that meant so much to me. And that was the reason why I want to keep it. Like it was for my personal usage. I'm like, oh, this is the moment that I've been waiting for so many years and it finally happened. I just want to share with my friends. Created, and then that went a way to kind of tell people like, oh, you were the interpreter. You were someone.
Wow. Okay. So I mean, since you mentioned Taeyeon was the one that got you started, and it's also that was like your dream, right? So I always have this interest. I mean, it's not part of the questions, but so what happens after you hit that? I mean, that was the one that you always wanted
Yeah.
to get, right? And then what's next after that?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I asked the question as well.
Uh-huh.
Because that,
Where does it go from here, right?
yeah, because
Like,
the high was so high and so
Uh-huh.
good and so satisfying.
Mhm.
And also it was unexpected because if you know Taeyeon, she
Mhm.
doesn't say things for the sake of it. When she,
Mm.
and then based on my experience, I don't think she kind of complimented translator before.
Mm.
So I felt like this is so special. Can it be more special than this?
Mhm.
And my answer was like, probably not.
So
Probably
so it
not.
went downhill from
No,
there.
so I had to find the next goal.
Yeah. Okay.
Otherwise, because I don't know, are you also a very goal-oriented person?
Yes, I'm the guy who will keep chasing the next high, the next achievement.
Yeah, you have a
climb
next
the higher
milestone,
mountain.
right?
Yes,
This
correct.
milestone.
So that's why I'm like, when you were saying that Taeyeon story, I'm like, it feels like you have reached Everest. So what's the next
next?
mountain? Yeah.
So I had to go to like outside of the earth. Like
Okay,
I had to
okay.
find something outside of the earth or the sky or somewhere in the
Yeah,
universe. So that's when I watched a clip
Okay.
from Twice, I think.
Okay.
Twice was doing a world tour in American leg, and then I realized that in America, one interpreter follows them to all the cities.
Oh,
Unlike
okay.
Singapore or ASEAN, because
Okay.
like in like Singapore, Philippines, Thailand, or any of the, or even Australia, I didn't know that,
Mhm.
or at least there's only one interpreter per city or per country.
Mm.
And America opened a new window. It's like,
Oh,
ooh,
okay.
so if I go to America, I can interpret for one artist for almost a month in
Okay.
like 5 to 6 or even 10 cities.
Okay.
I was like, this is so interesting.
So this is the new milestone you
So
unlocked.
that was my next milestone. I was
Okay.
like, this is crazy. I want to be exactly like that because not only I get to work for the same artist, but there's a synergy. So if you compare with the first city and the last city,
Yeah.
you realize how much chemistry is built up between the interpreter and the artist. Feels like as if the interpreter is part of the team.
Mm.
And I'm like, this is something I love.
Mhm.
I love being part of something big, like a big community.
I
The reason
see.
that I love the fandom and this K-pop culture is because we're a big community.
Mm.
It's like, oh, are you Carrot? For example, if you're 17 fan, like if I say, are you Carrot, and they understand,
Yeah.
click, and we're one family at that moment. So that was my next goal. So I start telling people like, hi, are you looking for a world tour interpreter in America?
Okay.
Whenever I got a good feedback in
Okay.
Singapore show, I
Okay.
asked them every single time.
Wow.
I was like, are you looking for an interpreter? Can you bring me to America? I can pay for my own flight ticket. You don't need to pay me. Just bring me there because I really want that experience.
Okay. Okay.
Because it was never about payment. It was always about like, what do I want? What makes me excited? What makes me want to stay in this job? And then how can I keep myself motivated?
Mm.
So that was the next shiny star. So I was keep shooting for it. I was like, give me the job, please, 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 please. And then IU happened.
Ah, that explains. Okay. Okay.
I was asking every single time. Like I rejected every single time. Let's say like, you're great. But no one went to America
Okay.
outside of America because
Okay.
it's too expensive or also like never happened before. So we don't know how it's going to work.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah.
So you sound like a very go-getter. Like you have a goal and then you will just plot your path towards it.
I mean, I'm also a very shy person. I'm also
Okay.
very like, I have my own fear
Okay.
of being rejected.
Very shy? Are you sure?
I'm very shy.
But oh man.
I have energy. I have
Okay, okay.
energy that feels like, oh my God, this person love attention, which I do.
Okay.
And then,
Okay.
like I do have that energy, but at the same time, internally, I'm very shy.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, because I like people so much, then I'm like pushing away all this shyness and then try to tell them I love you.
I see.
I like you.
I see.
Can you like me back?
Okay. So with all that shyness, but now you have your own personal brand, your own following. How do you deal with this?
Honestly, at first I was really I felt I felt a little cautious because like to me these followers were more like my artist's fans. Like I felt responsible that oh, I need to be in my best behavior. I need to make sure that this fans for following me now to the reason that I don't know why. Like
Okay.
I cannot name it. I don't know they like me, but I don't know why. So I felt like, okay, since um since they're there, and then let me just try to shower them with love and respect as well. I don't know how, but let me just try my best. So honestly, when people say like they're my fan, and I'm like, I'm grateful, but at the same time, I feel like they are my artist fan. So I need to take care of them. That's my responsibility. Like if they want to know more about Korean words, then I'll teach them about Korean words. If they want to see more of the artist content, then I'll show the contents of the artist that they love.
Do you feel like a role model to them or of sorts?
I feel more like I just feel responsible because I'm able to be in where I am. Like all these recognition, all these opportunities, it comes because of the events or the fandom's love, fans love, or the artist shout outs. Like there's so many things that are given to me, and I just feel like I need to be my best behavior because I'm grateful. I should never forget that this was given to me, and probably you will disappear when like I don't know. Sometimes I was really scared, like, oh, you might disappear. But at the same time, like it was given to me without me knowing that it was coming to me. So even when it disappeared without me knowing it's being disappeared, I should be okay with it. So let me just like cherish this moment and people who are interested and curious about my life and what I'm doing as much as possible.
I see. So maybe, I mean, since you have so many, do any of your these fans or followers, do they recognize you on the streets, or
I think
have you had people coming up to you?
I think so. I have a blonde hair. It's kind of easy to spot.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that make you like you felt, you mentioned that you felt this sense of responsibility, or yeah, so is it awkward? Is it like
It's not awkward.
because it's you're from a very behind the scenes kind of world, then now you're like, I have a following, which is quite a substantial amount, but yet you're used to behind the scenes. So yeah, how do you deal with this actually?
Actually, I don't get recognized that much, or
Okay.
maybe people are being respectful. I'm grateful. Thank you. I did change a bit in a way. Like I now wear more decently. Like for example, my friends would know back in university because I came to Singapore for university.
Okay.
And basically back in university, I wear whatever that I can grab.
Okay.
But ever since I start to get recognized, and then I start to realize that, oh, there are people who are following me thanks to all these opportunity, I change my closet. I throw away old clothes. I throw away any, appropriate clothes. I was like, okay, this is too yellow. Or like, this is too pink. I don't know. It's like, this is too old. Throw it away. Like, it's just to make sure that I look decent.
Okay.
Yeah, because like one thing I tell myself is that even though I only work with them, but because of the bond that we build in the concert or the events or just on the scene, off the scene, this this feeling of being connected to each other, for example, to the artist, to the fandom, I just felt like, okay, people might see the artist through me. You know what I mean? It's
so
like,
you have to you feel like you need to present yourself better.
yeah, it's like I represent my best friend.
Okay.
It's like as this person's friend, or this person's like a person who worked close or had a moment together. I need to make sure that I well represent the people whom I work with.
I see.
Yeah, or even the fandom or the Korean. And being a Korean, now I feel responsible being a Korean.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah, Korean people are like this or like that, or they might think or feel certain way through me. So I'm like, let me be my best behavior as much as possible.
I see. And I see this through the way you do your work as well. I was just telling the team before you came that I said that, just looking at the videos and what you do, I can tell that you have an insane work ethic. So
oh, thank you.
yeah,
that means a lot to me.
I think one of the things I really love, I really respect about your thing is that you have insane work ethic, and I can see it through the videos. Like,
really?
Because I mean, if you all watch the videos, you all will realize that the stuff that she interprets off the cuff and all, it's like you have to be prepared for it. I can tell you, go watch the rapping videos, the viral videos. Yeah, so maybe you can tell us, run us through like you make it look easy, but anything that looks easy usually is very difficult. So, can you run us through like how do you prepare for it?
Wow,
Or
showering with
yeah.
love. Thank you so much. Wow. Um, it's not. There's nothing super complicated about. It's all down to one thing, which is like you said, you need to be prepared.
So how do you prepare for it?
You have to
Like,
be a fan.
I
For
see.
example,
But so you're a fan of every artist here?
yeah,
Wow. Okay.
you have to, at least at that moment.
Okay.
Like,
So you go research on them.
yeah, like
their
when you
songs.
fall in love with an artist,
Okay,
what's the
okay.
first thing you do? You listen to their music.
Yep.
After you listen to their music, what do? You go and follow their social media, check what they're doing, and then like watch their YouTube contents, watch their reels, watch all the self-generated content, then move on to the invited contents,
I see.
the external contents like this, or like interview with the English podcast or the news, Korean contents, everywhere. You just watch everything.
All
And
this so that you can just to do a translation for them.
yeah, but at the same time, I think it just became a habit.
Okay.
Meaning,
Like how long do you take to prepare just to
when I
to
have
pray for?
time, I'll start early
Okay.
with a small amount, like for example, watching 2 hours per day.
Mhm.
But if I don't have a time, if I have to like crunch it,
Mhm.
then I will watch, like I will at least dedicate one full day to watch all the content that I just mentioned. So if I don't have a time, I'll do at least like watch at night for 3-4 hours each night, or I'll just book whole day to watch, like, okay, start with YouTube content, watch everything, and then watch their documentary made by like Disney Plus, Netflix, watch it. And if you have time, watch the fan generated content.
Wow.
Like like those moments the fans love.
Yeah.
So you at least understand like, oh, this is a personality of them
Yeah.
outside of the work, during the work, or the like it's the cute moments the fans love. Oh, this is the moment the fans really like. Like inside jokes. Like it's like being introduced to the family. You want to be loved by their family as well, right? When you're dating the someone. Honestly, when I am doing interpretation, it really feels like I'm dating a person. It's like, I want to know everything about you. Tell me more. How many
stalking the artist
yeah,
at
yeah,
this
like
stage.
how many dogs do you have? The cats,
Okay.
like where are you from? What is your like surname? The family background, brother, sister, like, oh, how's your story started? Why did you become an artist? Da, 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 da.
I see. Okay, so what happens is that because I see, let's say for example, you interpreted for Lisa, right? La Lisa.
Yeah.
And
I was a host because she
you're
speaks
host.
English, right?
Oh yes. But what happens is that when the fan moments that you share with her, then you can pull out like things like the star dance, the crab dance.
Yeah.
It shows that you did your research. So I'm like,
exactly.
I'm like, wow, like okay, cause I'm a Blackpink fan, so I also follow all this fan content. But I'm like, when I saw you doing that, I'm like, whoa, this is a lot of research just for let's say like a host or interpreter. So like, I'm just curious, like how long do you take to put all these things together?
It's never about how long.
And
or
this is
how
just for one
much.
person because
Yeah.
at least I'm interested in like Blackpink, right? So the next artist, every artist, you go through this process.
Yes.
Wow, that's
Have
quite
to.
insane.
It's like, it's because I'm a fan as well.
Okay.
And if you're a fan, you know how much that person know by listening and watching,
Yeah.
right? And because I went to a concert before as a fan, and I've been fan for so long, I know how much it means to know the artist as a fan.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Would you say this job of yours, is it like I mean, you say it started off like because you want to translate for Taeyeon, right? Will you say this is like a form of you chasing your passions and doing what you love kind of thing, or?
I always tell people I love my job.
Okay.
I really love my job. Not just because of this recognition or opportunity to meet people, but I feel aligned. Like, I am so grateful that I can do a job where I can shower people with love.
But has this always been the job that?
That's not true. No.
No.
I'm from SMU. I'm
Okay.
from business background.
Okay.
I have a marketing degree.
Okay.
I started my first job in a startup as a marketing person. I never thought that I would become an interpreter. Interpretation has been always my passion. Because actually, you remind me. Yeah. Whenever I do interpretation, people said I did a good job, but also internally there was this satisfaction like, oh my God, I just delivered this person's word so well that
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I am that person.
Mm.
You know, the passionate moment. And then when I'm passionate, people like it. So I felt like this feels like a type of thing that I would do so well.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time when I was doing this kind of part-time job or volunteer, it was never stable.
Mm.
And also, like, there were no full-time job that would pay me well to stay in Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had to cover my own expense. I'm alone in Singapore. So it was always a dream. If you ask me, like, oh, did you start interpretation because of passion or dream? Like, yes, internally, I always had this dream that,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it would be so good if I can make this fun, exciting, thriving thing into my full-time job. But I gave up at the
Mm.
time.
Okay.
At the time, it's like third university.
Okay.
But after I see Taeyeon, I was like, oh, it doesn't have to be a full-time job. I just want to do it a one-off. And once I get the opportunity, I realized like, this is so good. This is so good. This is amazing. Like, I feel like myself when I'm doing this job. I feel like alive. I feel so alive. And this is something that I told IU when we were having a conversation
Mm-hmm.
because she kindly invited me for a dinner and we had a brief, like 5 to 6 minute conversation.
Mm-hmm.
She asked me a question like, oh, why, same thing. Like, why did you become an interpreter? I told her like this. Just like you became a singer because you love singing,
Mm-hmm.
I became an interpreter because I love interpreting.
Wow.
And
Okay.
that is happening right now. So I'm super
Nice.
grateful to my boss, who is my mentor, but also it's this whole situation, this whole economy. I'm grateful to Singapore Tourism Board for bringing the artists.
No, because I think during this period of time, there's a lot of people like say, hey, you know, you just need to focus on doing what you love. You know, the Olympic the skater, the gold medalist, that's
Who?
gold medalist skater, Alicia Liu. She hated skating. Then she was a child prodigy or whatever, but she walked away. Then she came back and then she won gold because she fell in love with it again. So everyone was like, yeah, just follow what you love, you know, the kind of thing. But for anyone who is doing that from the get-go, you realize that not all the time it pays the bills, and you know, there are things that there's a reality. So I love to listen to the story of how you actually managed to end up doing what you love and turn it into a full-time job. So I think it's very inspiring for all our listeners over there as well.
Thank you.
So yeah, so the question is, what's next? What are you thinking of? How do you, can this be a I don't know, is there a progression for this? What's next? Yeah, for interpreter, like.
Again, I struggle with that again after I achieved my second goal of becoming a world tour interpreter. Because I didn't know what's next after that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched this Pixar movie called Soul?
Soul?
Have you watched it? There is a Pixar Disney movie called Soul, Soul.
Okay.
Basically, it's about a guy
Okay.
who wants to be a full-time jazz pianist.
Okay.
Or keyboardist or pianist, and then he achieved it. And after he achieved it, he walked out. He's so satisfied at the same time. He felt a bit of emptiness.
Okay.
So I think he looked back and asked someone like, is this it? Is it all? And then the lady who has been his dream, but played with him, told him, yeah, just keep repeating and keep going. That's all. And that was the moment that, like, what I felt at the moment after achieving the dream was exactly the same as the moment of the protagonist. It's like, oh, okay, from now on is a repetition of what you did.
Okay.
Dream, once you achieve, is now your daily routine, daily life, your daily responsibility and commitment.
Okay.
So I did struggle a lot. I'm like, okay, what's next then? What's next? And I soon realized that you don't need a next after this. Because doing this so well every time is actually a privilege. It just needed, just like Alicia, Miss Alicia, what's her full name?
Alicia Liu, I think. Yeah.
Just like her, you had to realize that, oh, I actually love this thing itself. I love it. And then you had to just choose it over and over the others. And that action of choice, when you realize that, hey, you never know when you can do this again. When you realize that it's a limited choices, you know what I mean? It's not something that will come back to you again. when you realize that, then you become precious again. You don't need to look for something bigger anymore.
Wow. Okay.
Because you realize, like, actually, every single moment is one off. It never comes back. This concert, this opportunity, or like this interpretation, this person, you never know when this or he or she will come back, or when whether I will be available or even qualified to be the interpreter again.
Wow.
So
Okay.
after I realized that, I'm like, this is so precious. I should cherish this moment. I should give everything until I can't.
I see.
Cause like in between, like
This is deep. This is deep. This is very refreshing because, I mean, for people, especially myself, who like to chase the next high,
I know.
sometimes it's really learning to enjoy the moment, even if it's a repeating moment. But each moment is a unique and special moment.
But it's so hard. It's so hard because like you keep comparing yourself with the others. You're like, oh, wow, there's an interpreter who's interpreting for this like big director, this big movie and a big platform. But I always ask myself, do I want that?
Mhm.
Because if I want that, I need to leave what I'm doing, like leave Singapore and then go there and do that. But like, do I really want that to the level where I want to give up everything that I have? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. And other thing I start to enjoy a lot is this I mean, you call them my fan, but I call them like my artist fan, my like the fandom.
Okay.
It's such a pleasure to be recognized by this old friend. I feel like they're my old friends. It's like, oh, you remember the moment when we had this moment together? Yeah, let's do that again. So when I meet these old friends
Okay.
through the different concert, different like opportunity, I feel reconnected. I feel I'm visiting my grandparents' house. It's like I'm like, hey, it's so good to see you again. I'm here, and then they're like, oh, you again, yay! So I'm so excited whenever this moment happened.
I see.
And how do I say? Not only that, but behind the scene, we start to know each other, the staff from Korea or from America, from Singapore. We're like, now like, hey, you again, I'm like, yeah, it's me again, you again,
So this is very interesting because I mean you get to meet all the behind the staff, behind the scenes stuff, right? So just curious, I mean like cause you all get to meet all the artists and all. So do you all while preparing for all these things, do you all because they've seen the artists so often until they're kind of used to it.
Who's
But
they?
the behind the scene, they are the artists, makeup artists,
Oh,
all of the people who put the production together. But for you yourself, do you get nervous speaking to all these artists?
first of all, I don't usually meet them.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't.
Okay.
The opportunity doesn't come to me as a default.
So when you interpret them, that's the first time you see them.
I don't even see them.
Oh yeah,
I
true. Because
see, I see them through the screen.
Okay,
Like
okay.
how we're meeting each other, that's how I also see them.
I see.
So a lot of people ask me like, hey, do you get to take a photo with them? Do you get to talk to them? Did you get to like have some moment with them? I'm like, no.
Which makes all the things that you have accomplished even more amazing because you haven't seen them, they don't see you, they don't know you yet, they can somehow acknowledge you.
Yeah,
Like-
which is why it's so precious. And obviously I still let me ask
Do you get
myself.
nervous? Because I mean that there are people I mean they have to have interviews with their bosses or they have to meet people, do panel fireside chats and while preparing for that people do get nervous as well. So like for you who have to meet or I mean interpret for so many celebrities, do you get nervous?
I
or-
get nervous.
Oh,
I get nervous.
also still
Like talking with you makes me nervous too.
serious?
Yeah, because
Okay.
we're meeting for the first time and I
Okay.
want to give you only the best part of me.
So how do you prepare for that? Or how do you prepare for this?
But at the same time, like nervousness, okay, I really love this phrase. I read it somewhere that said like when your heart beats so fast, imagine that is like clapping from your heart. Your heart
Wow.
is cheering for you. Yay, go for it. So
Okay.
faster your heart goes, faster that you yourself is clapping and cheering for yourself.
Okay. Wow.
So same
Well,
thing.
that's a very artistic way of
It's so
of
great.
explaining nervousness, but okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's
I'll
what I
remember
think.
that the next
Whenever I feel super nervous, because
time. Okay.
I want to make people happy. There is someone in me, or me myself, was to make everyone happy, have a great time. But we know that that is not possible always, right? So there is anxiety like, oh, what if I cannot do it? But I always try to turn it into an excitement, more craziness. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm really nervous, but you know what? No one knows but me. So let me pretend that I'm actually extremely excited and happy. That's why my heart goes this fast.
I see.
So I just like changed the mindset. It's like, cause you don't have choice. You are a paid professional. It is your job to make sure that you look confident. Because if you're not confident,
Yeah.
artists can sense. They're very sensitive, very, very emotionally intelligent people. That's why they're in their industry, and that's why they're the top in the field. You know, people who come to Singapore are the top in the field. We are really fortunate to be in Singapore to meet these people almost every week or every month. So I just tell myself, like, be you, be confident. They will never know unless you say you're nervous. So I just go up there, I smile, I make sure that artists feel comfortable, and I make sure that the audience can say what they want to say. Because I, as a fan, know that all we want to give to the artist is love. We want them to feel cherished, we want them to feel heard, so they want to come back. We just want to see them more often.
We want them to come back.
We want them to come back. That's all we want. We want them to feel loved and cherished and know that we exist. So they remember us and wants to come back.
Are there any tricks or tips where things that you do to make them feel more
Who's
comfortable?
we?
You.
Me?
You do to make the artist feel more comfortable, more
Research.
Oh, okay.
Tell them like, oh, I saw that last time you did this content. How did that go? Like on the stage, because that's what also fans wants to hear.
Okay.
Because like we watch the content, we want to know what was the behind the scene like. Oh, how was it like? Like, are you still doing it? All these questions they want to ask. So I need to become a fan. That's the reason. Because I need to know what fans
And
want.
that puts the artist, the celebrity
into comfort, because now they know like, oh, this person knows me or interested in me.
But when it feels a bit stalkerish, just curious.
There's a good level between two. There's a difference. I mean, obviously, if you act like a fan, is wrong.
Okay.
You shouldn't be like, oh, I love you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it so
like
much.
imagine like I mean, you do your research, but there's a boundary. You can't like, oh, I know you got 2 sisters, 3 dogs, 5 cats.
I mean, to tease them, you can say it.
Oh, okay.
When they say like, oh, how do you know about it? And we're like, oh, I even know about this thing, that thing. Last week you went there and do that, right?
Okay.
Then they'll freak out.
Yeah.
But if the context is like, oh my god, you know so well.
Okay.
And if the artist is kind of challenging or inviting you to tell more, then you're okay to say. But if you want to show off your knowledge and start pouring this information, then it feels stockish. I think that's the difference.
Okay.
But it's basically like how you would treat yourself or your friend, right? You are not going to, first of all, go to your friend like, yo, I saw your Insta story. Why didn't you bring me there? Right? You will never do that.
Okay. But that's how you set them at ease.
I think I just try to treat them like a person.
Okay.
Treat them like my friends.
Nice.
Which is why, like, when I'm off the stage, sometimes I feel hollowness. Because
Why?
I don't get to talk to them again. Or I don't get to meet them again.
Okay.
And I did have to put some effort to deal with my own emotion about it. Because it did give me burnout. Because I love this person so much. I put so much effort and time for this person. But I don't get to meet this person after this event. It's so sad.
Spoken like a fan.
Right, but that's what fans feel. That's what fans feel. And I'm
After the post-concert blues.
Exactly. I had a post-concert, post-event blues every single time.
How?
Every single time. And then can you imagine? Like when there was an event, like there's, for example, 2 events per week for a month. Then I'm meeting 8 people, 8 fandom. And I'm having post-blue after single thing. But I have to pretend they didn't exist and move on to the next person, move on to the next person, move on to the next person. So how
do you reset?
Now how I reset is that I spend more time with my friends.
Okay.
Because I realized that, because I spend so much time with these people, this job, that's why I lost myself. That's why I was trying to find something through this connection, which is not quite healthy. Because eventually this is a job. I'm professional. If this can develop into something more than a work, that is purely up to them or purely up to the future. That's something I cannot control or I cannot ask for it. So I had a lot of discussion. I also meet therapists. Guys, therapist is good. Mental
Yes.
health is
Yes.
important. If you need help, please go. It's good. But I had a discussion
I
with
see.
people, and then I come to the conclusion like, oh, I need to find myself. I need to build my life again. So I've been exercising. I've been meeting
Wow.
my friends, hang out, and then take a day off. Because I never had a day off. I realized that was the reason why I was like falling down. The more I try harder to find meaning by working more I was losing myself and felt lost.
Oh, wow. Thanks for sharing so honestly and so
No, thank
openly.
you so much for making it so easy to share.
I think you have been through quite a bit, a lot of learning experience, and also if you met your younger self again, what advice would you give to her?
Advice. Wow. Honestly, instead of advice, I want to hug her and say like, "Hey, everything you're going through right now has a meaning. Don't worry.
Okay.
Like all the downs and doubts and all the difficulties you have to go through to become who I am now. So thank you so much for going through this struggle.
Wow.
Yeah, it builds who I am now thanks to all your experience. I can connect to other people better thanks to all your hard times. So be you. Continue doing that. It's okay to be lost.
Okay. And maybe to all the fans who's like, oh, I wish I can be like April. I want to interpret. What will you say to them?
You can. You can, but all you need to do is wait, hold on.
I'm sure
Mhm.
there's going to be another mini young aspiring like, oh, I want to be April Kim when I grow up. I want to interpret for
Sure, why
blank
not? Yeah.
artist, right? So what will you tell this person?
Opportunity comes when you never expect, you know? It might come while you're walking on the street talking to your friends. Or it might come while you're eating food, or it might come while you're doing something that you hate. Like, oh my God, this is the worst job ever. I hate this job. It might happen while you're doing that because everyone's watching you, and everyone who's around you and watching you are your potential opportunity, potential referral, someone who knows you and might introduce you to someone next. And just like Jensen Huang from the Nvidia said, right before he became a CEO, his previous job was dishwasher. And what he said he loved the job. And there's a one thing that constantly I read from all these like, because I love reading about people. It's my job, right? Learning about people. And all these successful people tell me is that when you do your very best in every single thing, whether it is related to your job or not, opportunity came to me. Whether it's dishwashing, whether you're helping your grandma, whether you're calling your friends, whatever. Because people are always watching you and always thinking about, oh, what type of person you are. That shows your attitude. So based on my small experience, I feel like it's not about your knowledge, it's not about talents, it's actually about your attitude, how you treat other people around you. Because whether you are ready or not, that attitude wants other people to introduce you to something new. You know what I mean? It's like if you're being nice, if you're being genuine, if you're being honest, then whether even if you are not perfect, you might not be the perfect candidate. People wants to try you. People wants to give you opportunity. So if you want to achieve what you really want, something that you're so scared that you cannot even tell your friends or family, be nice to people around you first. Be nice to yourself first, because without health, you cannot do anything. But be nice to the people around you, not because you want something from them, but genuinely because you want other people to be treated nicely. Yeah, and then from there, you'll start to see the miracle. Because I feel like the reason I could be who I am now is because of those people who trusted in me, had faith in me, and then gave me the opportunity. Why am I crying? Yeah, but it's true. Like Otani. Do you know Otani, the baseball player?
Yeah.
He's a national, world level national player, right? I actually look up to him because he's one of my role model, because he told me that when he picked up the trash in the baseball field, he picked up the luck.
Okay.
Meaning like he believed that every single thing that he does in his life will affect his career and his life. He had that faith, and therefore his attitude and everything was so nice, so genuine. And because of that, even the opponent, like a worst rival, couldn't hate him. because he's such a nice person. And I was like, that's when I realized like, oh, that's what I want to become.
I see.
It's not just about thriving in your career, but like I want to be a nice person, a genuinely good person, a person that everyone can refer and introduce like, oh, April is such a nice person. She's a good person in heart. She might make a mistake, but I believe in her. So I think if you can become that kind of person, anyone would love to give you a chance. Anyone would love to give you a chance and want you to thrive, want you to grow. And yeah.
Thank you.
Hope you can
Thank you for
achieve it.
sharing.
Yeah, sorry, that was really deep, right?
Yeah, that was very deep and very honest. So really, really appreciate
Thank you
having
so much.
having you with us and sharing so openly. I think we really all learned a lot from you as well. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you very much, April. I think we all learned a lot from you, and thanks for that open sharing as well. So yeah, if there's anyone who wants to connect with you, how can they find you?
Oh, so they can find me usually through the Instagram or TikTok. My handle is here or is april.kim.sg. It also have my email, so send me an email if you want to connect with me.
Okay, yeah. So if you're looking for someone to do some amazing Korean interpretation, you know who to find. All right. And if you have any other people that you would like us to interview for our podcast, let us know in the comments below, and we try to get them on. All right, and that's all. Cheers.